This feels good. It makes me feel worse when I have the sugar. I know that my brain wants me to think that the sugar is going to make me feel better, but in reality, it makes me feel worse. I would say those things out loud. We need to hear it. It doesn't help. It's not doing what I thought it was going to do. I have the power within me. It's how I treat myself that makes me feel powerful. Ugh, I like that. It's how I treat myself that makes me feel powerful. Do you treat yourself in a disempowering way, or do you treat yourself in an empowering way? Do you talk shit to yourself all day long? So no wonder why you feel like shit, because you're literally talking shit to yourself all day, critical, over analytical. Or are you giving yourself compassion and grace? Huh? When you make a mistake, do you automatically resort to tearing yourself down? Or do you build yourself up? Do you find a way to still build yourself up while still holding yourself accountable? Dang, we made that mistake and that doesn't feel good. I don't like how this feels. So what can I do better next time? Okay, next time I need to slow down. That is something that I know, people have told me my whole life is that I move too fast. So this is just a perfect example. I don't like how this feels. So next time when I'm doing this thing, I'm going to make sure that I slow down a little bit more. This just let me know I don't like how this feels. So you know what? I'm going to take my time next time. No need to berate you. No need to call you a dumbass. All that other stuff is not necessary. Okay? All that other stuff is not necessary. Love, compassion. That is the way that you wanted to be talked to when you were little. That was what you needed when you were little. I need you to start treating yourself the way that you needed to be treated when you were little. You didn't need to be criticized. You didn't need to be berated and hit and all the different things that happened. You just needed someone to say, hey, you see, this doesn't feel good. So let's make sure that we slow down next time. But the mistakes happen and I still love you. So do you want to go get an ice cream? Okay. That's someone who has emotional intelligence. That's someone who's been compassionate to themselves. You can't give people this compassion when you haven't given it to yourself. This is why a lot of you have a hard time forgiving your parents. This is why a lot of times you guys are carrying around this anger for your parents forever because you think it's doing something. You think it's protecting you. But really, we know that you're sad. We know that you're hurting. We know that it sucks that you're raising your kids and doing all these things and your mom and dad are not involved. And not because you don't want them to be involved, because some of them can't be involved. There's a lot of circumstances on why you're estranged or why you're not talking to your parents. And that shit hurts. So you don't have to pretend that it doesn't. Okay? You don't have to pretend that it doesn't hurt that your mom and dad are not involved in your life. And, you don't have to feel bad about the fact that you know that you're doing better because they're not in your life. That's a tough pill to swallow. Dang, I'm not my best version when you're in my life. Oh, I love that. Okay, I really appreciate you. Thank you for supporting me and saying that too. So yeah, I know that you miss them. I know that it sucks. I know that it's painful. But I'm really proud of you for choosing yourself. I'm really proud of you for breaking the cycles and doing what they were not willing to do. Some of them people pleased and appeased their parents until their final days, which is why they expect you to do the same, even though you can tell it made them miserable. You want me to dishonor myself. You want me to go above and beyond and do all these things that you did for grandma when I'm seeing how resentful it made you to do this. So you want me to do the same thing for you because you did it? Oh, God. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't even make sense. I love you, Kay. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Shannon. I appreciate you. I don't want to be resentful and angry towards you. I want to have boundaries and I want to honor myself so that way we can actually have a good relationship and not how you and grandma did it. You know what I'm saying? You did everything bent over backwards, but you never did anything for yourself. And now this is why I'm getting the brunt of it when you see that I am doing it for myself. It makes you feel upset that I'm doing something that you could have done, but you made a conscious or subconscious choice not to. I'm sorry. But you still have time. If you're here and you're breathing and you're doing it, it means you can still have the time to do the things. You're the one that thinks your life is over. You're the one that thinks you're too old. You're the one that thinks it's too hard. Those are all the limitations that you have on your life, which is why you've never been where you want to be. And you want me to have these same limited beliefs about myself. And I'm not going to, because I am going to do these things. And I do believe in myself. And I'm just going to lead by example. So hopefully that you start doing the same. Because just because you weren't able to give me that example in childhood doesn't mean that I can't be the example for myself now and you. I get it now. I've always had more capacity than you. I've always been more sensitive. I've always been able to handle it more. And instead of feeling resentful that I feel like I have to raise you when you didn't raise me, I'm just going to take it and wear it as a badge of honor that I was chosen in the family and I had enough strength and courage to feel it, that I can inspire other people. I'm not going to look at it like a burden anymore. This is my purpose. This is my business. This is why I'm doing the things I'm doing, because I am the one. I'm not mad about that anymore. I don't see it as a burden. I see it as an honor, you know? I see it as an honor. And so I don't feel like I'm carrying the burden. I feel like I'm helping us set each other free. One talk at a time, one example, one goal that I reach, one dream that I strive for. I am showing people that it's possible. And I'm going to keep doing it. I really am working on, the fear is leaving me, and just the fear of this illusion that we've created, the fear of being ourselves, whatever it is, it's leaving me so fast. And I realize how much we can't get to work when we got these fears, all this stuff. What if that? What if this? What if this? Okay, what's going to happen? Oh, yeah, you are going to fail sometimes. If you're not failing, you're not trying. So I feel like the biggest failure is to never do it. I think that's the biggest failure of what you're trying to avoid. Never stepping into your full potential is one of your biggest fears. I know this. It is. One of your biggest fears is knowing that you have all this potential, knowing that you have all this talent. You have a deep inner knowing. I don't need to tell you this. You've known it for a long time. From a little child, you knew that you were meant to be on stages. You used to envision yourself playing the guitar, playing the drums. And it wasn't necessarily that those were going to be the things that made you famous. It was just the fact that you had the idea, the inner knowing that you were meant to be seen by big crowds. And that's what scares you the most. And this is why you play small. And this is why you give your energy away to other people and you want them to strive and reach the goals, because who you really are trying to amp up is yourself. But you don't believe that you're actually worth it. And you think that you always have to give and prove and be needed, that you drain all your energy. You drain all your energy because you think that this is the only way that you can maintain friendships, that people can never be there to amp you up. You don't feel deserving of being amped up. It feels uncomfortable for you to be amped up. You don't like when people put the spotlight on you, even though that's the place that you need to be in right now. It makes you uncomfortable. So you downplay your greatness and you pretend that you're not that good. And you have all the energy for everyone else to be everyone else's cheerleader but yourself. And every year, after every relationship, after every friendship, you realize that people are doing a lot better after they have entered your energy. And then you feel, oh, no, it's not me. No, it's not me. You're so modest. So modest. When you need to be looking at that as, wow, that's something that's within me. I have the ability to inspire people to believe in themselves, to reach their goals. But why can't I do this shit for myself? That's the question. Why can't I do this shit for myself? And the answer is that you can. You're just scared because it's going to cause you to face and look at some things that you think are ugly, that you don't like. That's the problem. You don't love all of you. This is the self-love that people are talking about. Yes, you love the parts of you that are easy to be loved, that you've been hyped up for over your years. Maybe it's looks. Maybe it's the fact that you're funny. Maybe it's because you can do certain things and you can cook really well. But who are you when you're not doing those things? Are you worthy of love when you're not cooking a 5-course meal? Are you worthy of love when you have no money to give? Are you worthy of love when you're not in your purpose, when you're not in your best self, when you're in your addiction? Are you worthy of love? Yes, the answer is yes. But can you love yourselves through those points, through those moments? Can you bring that to the light and say, hey, you know what? I do have an addiction. Hey, you know what? I do have empty sex all the time. I do these things. And these versions of me are worthy of being loved because I know they're coming from a place of pain that more than likely I did not cause. But I can't ever get to that truth when I'm so scared and I spend so much of my time running from it. I'm scared that I'm going to find out something about myself that maybe I can't love. So I'd rather avoid it. I'm here to tell you that's not true. You can love all of you. You just have to decide to. You just have to make a conscious choice to say, no matter what I find in this darkness, no matter what changes, I'm going to love me. Period. That takes away all the anxiety of what if and this and that, because you will. Maybe mom won't when she finds out that you like women. Maybe dad won't when he finds out that you like men. But can you? Can you? You know, that was just an example that I used. There's a whole bunch of different ones. And once I made that decision, nothing else fucking mattered. And I was free. Because I said, I no longer care if dad can't. I no longer care if my friends can't. That maybe they can't, but I will. And that's good enough. And once I made that decision, all the weight just lifted. All the shame just left. Everything just left my body. I'm not saying, I'm being dead ass. It took me 6 weeks of like being in a really, really dark ass hole last summer. 2 summers ago now. Last summer. It took that, last summer. It took me taking, you guys remember if you were here, if you've been here, I took 5 weeks off and you didn't see me because I was like, I got to face this shit. I got to figure out what it is, who I like. I need to allow myself to experience shit without shame. I didn't realize I had so much shame around my own sexuality, but then I did because I've had, you see what I'm saying? It makes sense. I've been violated, so it makes sense for me to be confused, and it makes sense for me to be scared, and it makes sense for me to be the fear of intimacy. All these things make sense once I allowed myself to go into the darkness. It all made sense. And once I started to see myself, all of me, and not just these fragmented parts that I picked up along the way, once I could see all of it, it all made sense. This is why I act this way in relationship, and this is why I'm so damn insecure. No wonder why. No wonder why I have low self-esteem. I'm hurting. These parts of me have been violated. And no one knows but me. I'm carrying all this. And why? Why should I carry this forever? And why should I punish myself? And why shouldn't I get to the root of figuring out why I am the way I am? Do I not feel that I deserve to have these experiences? That, I do deserve it. And so because I deserve it, I'm going to have to get uncomfortable. And because I deserve it, I'm going to have to look at these ugly parts of me to find out that they're actually some of the most beautiful parts of me that were taken, that were violated. And I'm reclaiming them, but I can't reclaim them if I'm not willing to look at the fucking truth. I can't reclaim these parts of me if I'm not willing to look. Those two do not go together. You got to see it. And make a conscious choice to love yourself regardless of how ugly it looks. To forgive yourself. To give yourself compassion and grace. To understand that it wasn't your fault. You deserve that. You deserve that. And I hope that you start to give that to yourself. This is why I made the podcast, No More Suffering in Silence. This is why I make the content that I make. This is why I'm on live as much as I can. Making pennies. It's not for the money. It's because I know that some of you guys feel like you're completely alone because I was you. And it's one of the darkest and loneliest places that you can be when you think that you're fundamentally flawed. You think that you're incapable of doing what everybody else can do is just love. Why the fuck am I incapable of that? Why is it so hard? Why am I so hard to love? Why is it so hard for me to trust? All these questions that you start to have when you're like, I'm tired of this. I know that I'm a loving person. I know that I have so much love to give. I give so much love, but why can't I get this shit back in return? Why is it so hard? It's so easy for me to give it, but why is it so hard for me to receive this shit? And why do I feel like I have to drain myself in every relationship and lose who the fuck I am just to get it? I'm tired of this narrative. I'm tired of this story. And so then you get to create a new one. You get to realize that you can't control the first part of this movie. You didn't have control over the first part, but you do have you do have control over rewriting the bitch and making it a bomb ass ending. But if you decide that you want to just keep living in this loop, then I don't know what to tell you. The way to get out of the loop is to go down, go in the darkness, go. That's the only way that you can get out. You got to stop for a second. You got to stop the dating sites. You got to stop the bottle. You got to stop all the things that help you escape. You got to stop traveling. You got to stop doing all the shit that you do to escape that shit. That's what you got to do. And you got to sit down, and you're not going to get it on the first day, and you may not get it on the second day. You got to stop looking at this like an end goal and know that this is the rest of your fucking life. The fact that you're looking at it like an end goal is making it miserable. Because you think that it's something that all of a sudden you're going to wake up and now I'm this. No, this happens gradually, not when you're looking at it. That's like looking at paint dry. That's like watching grass grow, bitch. That's why it's so miserable. You still got to live your life. You still got to do it, and just know that like the lessons are going to come and the triggers are going to happen, and the relationship, all these things are going to give you opportunities to say, who am I now? How am I going to respond to this shit now? Okay, I find myself in a similar situationship. I'm finding myself in a situationship. What the fuck am I going to do? Am I going to look the other way and be scared? Or am I going to finally speak my truth and say, you know, I don't want this. This is not what I want, bitch. I'm not going with the flow with it. I don't want to take it and see what happens with it. I want someone who has direction, bitch. Okay? I don't want no more situationships. I want a commitment. I want to be in love. I want to know where we're going. I want to know that I can trust you. I want all of it, okay? I don't want to go with the flow. Whew! You know how good it feels to just own that shit and know that you're deserving of it? God, stop acting like you don't. Stop acting like that. Stop acting like you don't give a damn and all this stuff. No, yes, you do. You turn crazy as soon as you give it up. You turn crazy. Stop acting like you don't give a damn about it. As soon as you give it up, you go crazy. You turn into a different version of yourself. You gonna be my person now. We together, bitch. I just went with the flow. Yeah. And it wasn't really, you're mine. You're my possession now. That's what happens. All of a sudden you just a switch and it just gets scary. Wow, what the fuck happened? What? I thought you was fine with it, and now you're expecting all these things from a commitment when you said that you were okay without one. That's deceptive. That seems a little manipulative. Now you're upset when you said that you were okay with it. So that means that your words I can't trust? Can I trust the words that are coming from your mouth? Since you're the altruistic one. You see, it's both of you. It's the avoidant and the anxious. Stop. It's both of you. You're doing it in different ways. You're manipulative too. And that awareness that you're starting to come into is whooping your ass. That awareness that you're coming into is whooping your ass. That awareness is, it's done in that awareness whooping your ass. It is, isn't it? You know, we want to be smarter. We want to know it. But that awareness is whooping your ass. It is. Oh, when you start to look in the mirror and you're like, I'm the problem. Fuck, that awareness is whooping my ass. I want to be ignorant and blissful, but once you know it, you can't unknow it. Once you read it, you can't unread it. Once you hear it, you can't unhear that shit. This is why a lot of us are saying, and this is why your friends be running away when you're dropping that truth when they didn't ask it. You know, when you become you get crazy and you have the spiritual awakening, you think everybody wants to hear it. You turn into the philosophical. You're always every day trying to tell somebody everything is so fucking deep. You can't even be light anymore because no, we can't be light anymore. You need to get this fucking truth, and you getting the truth, you turn into it. We all have it. And then you like realize, God damn, it's too much. You're not even fun to be around no more. Can you crack a joke, bitch? Damn. Can you crack a joke again? But you go into the sober period. It is. And not everybody can handle it. And that's why your friends are just like, we just want to go over here and just go to Wet Willie's still. But we don't want to hear about why we are avoiding our problems. We just still want to avoid them. We don't want to be on here with you. We just want to go to Wet Willie's, and we want to still forget stuff, and you just are always making us remember things. So and this is what happens. And it's not you. It's just like, damn, I'm not ready. Just because you're ready doesn't mean that everybody around you is ready. And this is what you have to wake up. It's too much. You just be walking around crazy, radical. You're crazy radical right now. And that's okay. But this is why it's like, let me just stay in the house right now. Because I don't even know what's going on with me. I'm angry all the fucking time. I'm angry. And I don't want to be around. I don't want to talk about this surface level shit right now. I want to talk about the real shit. I've been surface level for too long. And then that's where you just have to find your people. Because like you'll have the people that will just go deep. I love it. Let's go. I'm one of those people. You come across me, bitch, let's go into a portal. Because I love talking about all this expanded and this and that. I love talking about all that shit. So don't get me in here and then don't add this. Oh, we will be here all fucking night. Beep, boop, 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 boop. Here you go. Passion. Do. That's my favorite thing to do. This is why I said I'm going to do that. Like it's a love language for me. To be able to do that and share with somebody, go deep in portals and stuff, that's a fucking love language. I could do it all night, please. Yes, let's do it. That's like, I feel like tingles in my body because that's how much I like crave that shit. Like, and that's how I know that someone's looks was never going to be enough. That's how I knew. And that's why I never got excited when I saw somebody that was conventionally fine or beautiful. That's great. And I can acknowledge that, but that's not doing anything. It's not. And I used to be like, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? And then we start talking. And then I see that you have an opinion. And then you are teaching me some shit. And then I'm like, oh, I do like that. I do like that. Something's happening. Yeah. I just need to talk to you for a little bit. The looks didn't do it. And I was like, what's wrong with me? Nothing's wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with me. I need more. And that's okay. My sensuality is turned on in different ways. And instead of making me feel like there's something wrong with me, I've just said, I love how that is about me. I love that I need a deep connection. I actually like the fact that intimacy was never empty for me. I never felt like this is a big deal. I like that I think it's a big deal. This is just me. But I also like that if you think that it's casual. I love that. As long as that's how you really feel and you're being true to yourself and it doesn't hurt you and you're not lying and you're not trying to pretend. If that's what you really feel, I love that for you. You see how I can think something about me and I can think something that it is sacred, but I can also love you for feeling like maybe it's not. Not everyone has to feel how I feel about it, but I can still love you and respect you. I just want you to be real and not hurt yourself because I can feel it. That's the one thing. If I'm your friend, I know when you're lying. I know when you're really hurting and you just bullshitting. You don't got to do that with me because I'm going to say it. You're lying. And you know that I know. I don't even have to say it. That's why you get all squirmy and uncomfortable and just be saying shit. And I'm just like, what's wrong? Why are you like feeling so nervous? Because you know I see you. Oh, and that's why, okay. You know that I see you and I don't even have to say anything. It's just the way that I'm looking at you. Because you're just lying to yourself. You're trying to use me as a mirror and I'm not going to lie to you. So yeah, if you wanted me to bounce back, oh yeah, it's okay. It's just them. No, it's you. And I don't have to say it. You can feel it because when the words are coming out of your mouth, I'm not agreeing with you and it's bouncing back and you can feel it. You know what I'm talking about? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? People know when they're lying. They know when you can see them and they get squidgety and fizzity. They're, they do. You don't even have to say nothing. Oh, can we have a moment for a second? Oh my gosh. Hold on. Me and Bae. Hold on, I'm just spending some time. You guys know I'm a fire sign. I'm a fire sun, a fire moon. Let me just have a moment with Bae for a second. You know, the sun was made for me. I can't believe there was a moment where I didn't want to go in the sun. I can't believe there was a moment that I didn't want to get darker. My favorite version of Kristen is summer Kristen. My favorite version of me is summer me, sun-kissed, getting darker, dewy skin, coconut, and just what? What? My skin has been the best it's ever been since I've allowed myself to be in the sun, being like, it was made for me. Not some of the friends that were telling me not to be in the sun, y'all shouldn't have been in it because now, 20 years later, so you look like you've been in there a lot. But thank you. I guess maybe I don't know. But for me, it's making me age backwards. I look different. I think it's made for me. Yeah, I think it was made for me. Oh, okay. Let's take a deep breath. Take a deep breath in. those of you, are you coming to my sound bath on the 26th, you guys? If you're in the Tampa Bay area, St. Pete, Clearwater, Tampa, Brandon, Riverview, you need to get a ticket before they sell out and let me put you through this experience in person. I'm telling you, the whole point for me of the sound healing is it puts you in a state of relaxation. And we need the state of relaxation to release trauma. If you guys know, it's hard for you to sit and think about it and meditate when you're in survival mode, right? When you're in survival mode and you're worried about your 3D basic human necessities, that spirituality shit goes out the window sometimes. All right? When you're fighting for your basic human necessities, food and shelter and water, it's really hard to trust. Those are the moments that it's the hardest to trust. And then especially if you haven't felt connected to something higher, you feel lost out here and you're just like, I'm just getting my ass handed to me, what's going on? And so you're in this state of survival mode. And so what sound healing does is it allows you to relax. It allows you to put your brain into that theta wave state. It allows the chakras to start to regenerate through the frequencies that I'm playing, because each one is attuned to a frequency and to a chakra that we have, that all of us have. And it allows you to finally let go. And this is where some people during my sound healings will start bawling, crying. Some will start yawning. Some will start coughing as the throat chakra is getting unblocked. Some will feel like they can't move because that root chakra. Some will start to feel very vulnerable. Some will feel angry. I've had all different reactions to the sound healing. And it's beautiful. I welcome it all. And when I'm doing it, I'm really connecting with the person, especially when I'm doing a one-on-one session and I'm just sending it. I'm like getting messages and I'm reading your energy, and then I'm sending back what I feel that you need during the session. I'm saying affirmations over you. I'm saying mantras for you. I'm playing different things. I'm sending you love. I'm doing Reiki and pulling out some of the energy. I just go into a full thing and I'm like, damn, like I don't even know what I do know what I'm doing, but it's so intuitive and it feels so good. And a lot of you guys have these capabilities. You had to use the practices yesterday, breathing method. Oh, good. That makes me so happy. Your internal and radiates through you into your body, physical. Oh, I love that. Thank you. Thank you for all the love. You guys, I'm reading it, but I'm also channeling at the same time. So if I don't stop to read it, I am reading it, and then I'm still channeling at the same time. It's kind of crazy. But yeah. So intuitively, we have these gifts. And so you just got to start dabbling in it. You have to start letting yourself be weird and be in your imagination. Your imagination is such a key for this. This is why the conscious adult is the child who survived. The conscious adult is the child who survives. We all survived. If you're on this live, you're that little magical, mythical child who survived. If you're on this live right now, you would not resonate with my frequency if you are not a child who survived. You have. And this is what I'm trying to tell you. All this pain and all these shadows that you're running from right now, you've already survived the worst part, which is when it actually happened. Now the trauma is in your mind. The trauma is you're reliving it. Because even though you're not walking around saying, I want to relive my trauma, you are when you get into that relationship that makes you feel small. When you get into that relationship that makes you jump through hoops. When you turn into that person that abandons your body and you just start giving yourself, knowing damn well that it drains you. That's the part of you that needs to be loved. That's the part of you that needs to be heard and seen now. It's time for you to share your stories, and you don't have to be as public as I am. I'm not saying that everybody has to get on live and talk about their trauma, but you do need to start letting people around you that you know, that that the people that you love, the people that you say you're supposed to be in these relationships with, these people that you say you're supposed to be your best friends, and why don't they know these things so they can really understand you and know, oh wow, man, they're in a bad mood or they're having this. Let's give them a little grace. How can people give you the grace when you try to act like you always got it going on all the time? Nothing bothers you, made of steel. Made of steel, you don't get nothing. You have no feelings. Yes, you do. Those are the most sensitive people, the ones that try to act like they don't have no feelings. You got the most. You have a lot. You have deep, deep, rich inner world that you try to shove down and suppress when you don't have to. You don't have to. You just need to be brave enough to take up more space. You need to be brave enough to take up more space. Take up all the space that you need. You always hold space for everybody else all the time. That shit is getting you. You're hitting the wall. Your energy is not an infinite buffet. It's not a buffet. You have to recharge, and we can't recharge always giving. And holding space, that shit gets heavy. When do you get your release? When do you get to lean on somebody? You don't want to always handle everything on your own. There's certain things that you need another person sitting next to you. I'm trying to tell you, I've noted, and it doesn't need to be a coach, someone that you're paying. I'm not saying that. I'm saying like there's certain things that only come out when you're just with somebody else, because God knows this is some real heavy shit for you, and God doesn't want you to do it by yourself. There's certain things where God is like, I need you to start feeling vulnerable and open up, because I'm trying to give you this person that's going to be able to hold you, because I know that there's going to be some things that come up where you literally can't feel like you can hold yourself. And this is where God is in the manifestation of people, but you don't let God show up for you because you don't listen and you shy away, and your fear is blocking you from the love, that the very love that you're seeking, you are also blocking simultaneously. Because it doesn't look like what you think it's supposed to look like. And you think it's only supposed to be from a life partner. No, these people, some of your friends are some of the best people that you've had in your life, and you don't even recognize it. Because it's not the romantic love. Because you put romantic love on such a pedestal. Some people in your life have loved you from the background for years. Have been your biggest fans. But because they didn't look the part, or look what you thought, or maybe they weren't as popular or as beautiful. These are the awakenings that you're starting to realize, that some of the best people have been in your life. And because they didn't look what you thought they should look like, or they didn't this or whatever. Some of you have let go of really good people romantically because it didn't look like what you thought, even though they've treated you better than anyone. These are where your egos are starting to die. Okay? You do have so much love around you. It just may not look like the ultimate love that has been planted in your head as the ultimate satisfaction, and the ultimate validation is when I fall in love. No, that's an idea, a limited belief that keeps you from recognizing how much it's around you on a daily basis. Because you're looking for this one type. Not knowing it's just it's you. It's you. You wouldn't be able to see it in other people unless it was in you. The fact that you see the beauty and you can see the potential, that's you. You just don't give yourself the same love and grace and that you give other people. So many of you have projected your love onto these partners, and they couldn't live up to your standards. Because you have such a big heart, and you get disappointed when someone can't live up to your standards, instead of saying like, you don't need to live up. I just know that I'm a big love. I have a lot of love to give. A lot of people can't even love at my capacity. So I need to really make sure that I'm more selective, because I love hard and I fall fucking harder, and I fall deep into shit. You know? I got this tattoo in 2012 before I even knew who I really truly was, but I knew. Love hard. I knew before I could really even know who I was, I knew. I'm like, there's something about me. The way that I just see people, the underdog. Why am I like this? Why do I always gravitate towards the underdog? Why do I always gravitate towards the most broken, sad person in the fucking room? And then I make it my mission. And it's like a personal mission. For me to help them see them, for me to help them see themselves the way that I see them, not recognizing that I didn't see myself at all. I'm trying to see myself through these people. That's why I'm finding I'm also just as broken. I'm also just as broken as what I see in them, but I also have just as much as potential as what I see in them. The duality is true for all of it. I'm just as dark, but I'm also just as light. You know? I love this. Yes, Kay, it's clicking. Let's go. It's clicking. I love that you guys are feeling it. I love that you guys understand me. You know what? Because I felt so much of my life of being misunderstood and not having people, hi Ruby, and not having people be able to understand me. And the fact that you guys comment on my communication so much and you say, gosh, I just love that it's straight and to the point. And some of the compliments that you guys give me is healing my inner teen and healing my inner child more than you know. You have no idea. When you guys say stuff about my skin, when you guys say stuff about my hair, my inner teen is just like, No way. I didn't know there was going to be a point where we actually are being praised from our biggest insecurities. These are the things that we hated the most about ourselves. And now it's something that people are telling us on a daily basis how beautiful they think it is. This is blowing my mind. My inner child, my inner teen is just like, no way. Yeah, like it's just crazy. What do you mean that you're going to write a book and people are actually going to say that you communicate in a way that they can understand? No way. You spent the majority of your life people telling you that they don't hear you. You spent the majority of your life going crazy, feeling like your dad was like going crazy. I'm like, how do you not understand what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I'm being so, what in the hell is going on? You know what I'm saying? My mom, my dad, that gaslighting, you guys, that gaslighting and someone constantly denying your reality is fucking detrimental. This is what I'm talking about. It doesn't have to be the big T trauma. It doesn't have to be the sexual abuse and the domestic violence. Year in year after year after year after year of someone denying your experience makes anyone go crazy. It's a literal, like, war tactic. You know what I'm saying? It's like a battle tactic. Like, this is what we do. This is the conditioning that has happened to us over and over again. And then you start to believe it. And then you start to suppress and feel like depressed because you just think the very essence of who you are is shame. You feel like you are fundamentally flawed when that's not true. But when someone is giving you that message over and over again, you start to believe it. That's what brainwashing is. This is why we're all waking up. This is why we're having this massive awakening where we're like, what the fuck? What the hell? I'm really talented. I am so smart. We're all waking up. It's all like, we're all like, why would I ever think that I was dumb? Are you kidding? I'm intelligent. Why would I ever think I was ugly? I'm beautiful. Why would I ever think that I was not creative? I'm the most creative person that I know. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. This is not who I am. These lies. I'm the opposite of everything that I thought. You know? I don't know. I love this. You know what? I love that I no longer apologize for my tears. I love that that's not even a frequency that I'm in anymore, to apologize for expressing myself in the moment. That's not even in my DNA anymore. I love that. I love when in these moments, the work that I've done shows. I like that you can see it. I like that you can feel it. I like that you know that I'm not just bullshitting. I like that you know that I'm not just putting on. That means a lot to me. My integrity means a lot to me. And so to have a job where I could be myself and not have to compromise who I am, what I believe in, I'm rich. I'm so rich. So incredibly rich. Ah, yes. My shaman said, don't wipe away your tears. They're going to fall to the different chakras that need it the most. That's what my shaman said. So I'm getting used to not wiping it. So I feel like one fell on my solar plexus and it's falling on my sacral chakra, which is what I'm healing a lot right now. These are the big T's, you know, like finally really acknowledging and owning my sensuality and not feeling bad, and also recognizing that just because I don't get turned on by everyone doesn't mean that I'm broken. It just means that I'm different, and accepting that, it just makes me feel so much better about myself than what I used to believe is that I'm broken and there's something wrong and I should do this. It's like I'm just forcing my little self to be somebody that she's not. Instead of just saying, I accept you for who you are. You need more of a deep connection. You need to talk to people more. You need to slow down. You're not like hot and heavy like in the movies where people are just at the club and then all of a sudden scene is close the door and they can't get enough. And maybe sometimes you will be in that moment, but who you are at your core, you need to talk to people more. That movie moment that you thought you wanted to have, you've tried to force and have that, and it didn't feel like whatever you thought was in that movie. It didn't feel real for me. It didn't feel good for me. And so instead of trying to emulate Samantha from Sex and the City, which we all know why she really does that when they reveal more of her backstory, it's her trauma. So instead of trying to be like somebody that you don't even know shit about, that's maybe doing that from a place of trauma, why don't you just be yourself? How about that? How about you just learn to love how you operate instead of trying to make yourself feel bad that you don't operate how everyone operates and you don't even know if the reason why they're operating is from the fucking trauma. Is that really who they are? Or is that who they think they need to be? So I've just learned to accept myself and honor my inner child, that she needs more time before she kisses somebody. She needs more time before she holds hands and does this stuff. Like that whole physical touch. She loves it, but that is something that takes time. And rightfully fucking so. Rightfully so. How dare I shame her? Rightfully so. Look what she's been through. Of course. Of course she's going to want to take her time. She's been violated. It makes sense. So no more shaming her. I have compassion for her. I understand her. I support her. This is what it looks like. This is what the self-love looks like. This is what I can't show you in a 60-second video. It just has to happen. This is when you say, no one tells you how to fix it. You got to figure the shit out on your own some parts. I can tell you to do it all day long, but you got to be brave enough to actually do it. You got to stop running. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for loving all the parts of me. I told myself, if I'm going to build this thing, I'm going to build this on a foundation of truth. No more fucking hiding. No more running. They're going to get all of me. And I understand the angry parts are too much for some people. And then you log off. And sometimes these emotional parts are too much. And then you log off. But the person who remains here, remains constant, is me. You can log off. All of you can log off. And I'll still be here crying. I'm not going to, and I won't feel ashamed about it. And so I said that. I'm not going to have to be anxious in my job because I'm not going to have to pretend to be someone that I'm not. The reason why I'm anxious is because I have to pretend. And when I said I don't have to pretend anymore, I stopped. And I lost people, but I also gained way more. I lost the people that were never for me or about me. All of me. And I'm okay to lose those people. I'm okay to lose those people because it's not a loss. It's not a loss. It's just making space for the connections that I've always wanted and the connections that I deserve. But I'm not an infinite source of energy. I need people that make me feel recharged as well. I am deserving of people that make me feel recharged as well. People that have done enough work on themselves to hold my depth. I'm deserving of not always being the coach to people, but also being able to be held. And so that does take a certain person who's done a lot of work on themselves. I'm deserving of that. I'm deserving of someone who's done as much work as I have. I'm deserving of that because I no longer see myself underneath anyone. I no longer am putting people on pedestals. What do you mean? I'm just as deserving as what I feel that you are deserving of. So for you, but mostly for myself, I am going to do this work because not only am I deserving of a healthy love that comes into me, I'm deserving of being that partner that I've always known I could be. I don't want to feel that shame every 5 minutes because I can't control my mouth. I don't want to feel that shame every 5 minutes because I disappear and run because I'm scared of someone running. No, I'm not going to be scared of abandonment because I'm not going to abandon myself. It'll hurt if you choose to walk away, but it won't be because I lost myself. I'll tell you that. If you choose to walk away, it's because you're choosing to disconnect from maybe a part of me that you didn't have the capacity to love, but that doesn't mean that it's not worthy of being loved. And I'm going to stay present with that part of me, and I'm going to be consistent with that part of me, even if you can't. And it's going to hurt me to let you go, but I'm definitely going to let you go instead of letting myself go because I made a promise to this little girl. She comes first. And I don't feel bad about that anymore. I don't feel bad about that anymore. What she wants, what she needs, what she desires matters. And the only person that can make that true for her is me. Because no one has been in my shoes. No one has felt what I felt. No one can truly feel it. the way I do. So it's me and her. It's me and her. I'm the only one that fully understands her. Feels so good on that note. Good night, Elise. It's so nice. Thank you for sharing your energy here. You've been beautiful. I've been picking up on all your beautiful vibes the whole time, even if I haven't said anything. I've been feeling your love. I've been feeling your validation. I've been feeling all your words, even though I haven't. It's been like, I'm telling you, even though I don't say anything and respond back, it's penetrating me. Your words are penetrating me. Hi. Okay. Eloise? Yeah, I feel you guys. I feel your energy. This is, what do you think this love is coming from? It's not just mine, it's yours too. I'm just channeling all of it. I'm channeling all of it because I feel so deeply, because I've allowed myself to feel deeply. No, never too much. And if it was too much, then if I said it was too much, then you say, go find less. Kick rocks, Chris. If my love is too much, then go find less. And then I would, but your love is not too much because I love all the love. I'm in love with love. I am absolute love. I have the capacity for your love. Yeah, it's not too much for me. I could take more. I could take more. It feels so good. It does. It feels so good not to feel numb anymore. It feels so good to just be in my body and to feel all this. You guys, that dissociation, we're not feeling it. And yeah, it does suck to feel the sadness. It does suck to feel the shame. But on the other side, this truth, this just like this consciousness that I feel right now, this flow, I can't explain it. I can't explain it. I can't explain it. It just feels like the best high ever. Like, like it just, like, there's nothing I'm thinking about other than what I'm talking about right now. There's no other thoughts. There's no other distractions. There's no other future stuff. There's nothing in the past. It's just pure presence right here. Happy joy experience in this moment. Whatever happens after, happens after. Whatever happened before this doesn't matter. It's just right here. And it feels so good. Nothing else matters than this moment right here. And this moment is beautiful, and this moment is bringing me joy. So I'm just here until I'm not, until I'm not. But for this moment right now, I feel so free. In this moment right now, I feel so happy. In this moment right now, there's nowhere I'd rather be. In this moment right now, I feel like God is just clapping and saying, yes, you're doing what you're here to do. I'm proud of you. That's what I feel like. When I do this, I feel like I'm getting a big hug from God, from the universe, from spirit. That's what I feel like, that I'm just being rejoiced. Yes, you're doing it. Exactly what you're supposed to be doing. I know him, but I haven't listened to a lot of his stuff, to be honest. I haven't listened to a lot of people. For some reason, I don't feel guided to listen to a lot of other people's principles. And not because I don't think that they're great or anything, but for some reason, I know that I just am creating my own philosophies, if that makes sense. And I want them to be very much from my own experience, truly, in the way that I'm perceiving it, without any. It's just how I feel. And I don't know. I know that I'm going to be seen by a lot more people than just right now. I know that I'm destined for some big shit. I know that. I know. That's why I'm a Leo moon. That's why I'm a Leo moon, because I need to be okay being in front of the crowd. I need to like it. I need to enjoy it. And I do. I love entertaining. I love performing. That's why I'm a Leo moon. And that's why I'm never going to feel bad about that anymore, because I like it. It's my purpose. I'm meant to entertain. I'm meant to perform. And I'm also meant to teach. So what are the best things when you can really captivate an audience and keep people engaged and also tell them some real shit? This is why Dave Chappelle is so popular. This is why I see him as such a, like, I love him, because he can keep people engaged and we can tell the jokes about our trauma and shit, but you're also going to leave being like, fuck. And that's what I want people to leave. I want to do spiritual comedy. I want people to come to my shows and be like, yo, she is funny as fuck. She has the comedic aspects is funny, but I'm about to book a session after this. That's what I want. How can we connect to the people? Okay, how can I use entertainment to also enlighten? How can we also help people while also entertain? Come on, that's the vision. That's the vision, spiritual comedy. That's the vision. And that's how, because people want to be entertained, but also we got to wake up. We've done a little too much entertaining. We've done a little bit too much escaping that now we're like, oh fuck. Woo, okay. Wow. We've gotten a little far too into it that we've allowed some shit. So now it's time to come on back. It's time to wake up. It's time to realize how smart we are, how powerful we are. It's time to stop escaping and start saying, hey, this is our livelihood. Okay? So, I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part, and you know that it's time for you to answer the call and start to do this on a wider scale. You've been doing your part. You've been talking to people. You've been doing this stuff. You've been doing it your whole life since a little child. You've always been safe spaces, and you've been kind to people. You've been that child. I know who you are. Okay? I know it. You've always seen people and shared this, and you can have that. You know what it feels like to be the underdog, and so you've helped people along the way. There's people that have deeply benefited from your love. You know this. You know this. There's people that would not have known how they were going to get out of this situation if it wasn't for your time and your patience. And it wasn't even about money or being able to do something. You were just an ear for people to listen. You said some words to people that they needed to hear, that they didn't even know they needed to hear. You cheered people on, and you believed in people, and you poured love into people that just like, yo, I've never had anyone see me the way that you see me. That's you. That's you. That is you. Okay? And so now you're just coming to the point where you're like, yo, I need me the same way that those people, the same way that God placed me in that person's life at that time, in that moment. That was not like by coincidence. And so there must be a reason why God is isolating me right now. That's not a coincidence either. There must be a reason why I'm being called to let go of these friends, or it's just fading away. Because I need to figure out who I am independent of this. I need to be forced to give myself the love that I'm so comfortable giving everybody else. This is why I'm being isolated. This is why the relationships are not working out. This is why the friendships aren't hitting right now. This is why I just feel called to be in my space, because I'm trying to figure out some shit. And the people that are meant to be there when I come out will be there. And the people that are meant to fall away, they were meant to fall away. It's time. It's not everything is going to be a lifetime. Some people come in for just a little snippet and you're just like, damn. And you see after the fact, wow, this person is what led me to this. If I wasn't friends with this person, I wouldn't have made it to this country, because this person was pushing me to go to this country. And then in this country is when I did this. You start to realize. And then when they did their job, when they got you to that country, that was it. That was their mission. That was why God placed them in your life. Hey, you're going to be the catalyst to them feeling inspired to travel. We need them to get to this country, because in this country, they're going to be offered this medicine. And in this medicine, it's all in alignment. It's all in alignment. You just have to follow the compass. That's where we fuck up. We don't follow the compass. We don't follow the compass. We think that it's outside. Tell me what to do. Tell me where to go. Tell me who to do. Tell me this. Tell me, should I do it? Do I have your permission? Why don't you approve? I need your validation. I can't do it without you. Why can't you support me? Well, the fact that you don't support me means I can't do it. All these beliefs, all this shit that you're saying is holding you back. Yes, I get you, Thankful Soul. I'm from Clearwater, Florida. You know what I'm talking about. It gets exhausting. Hi. What is currently on your skin? Shea butter and coconut oil. I'm laughing because I've just been talking about my skin and my hair, you know, just how I had never had so many compliments around something that I've had the most insecurity about. And here you come. I love the Netherlands. That was my first country that I ever left, aside from the Caribbean. But anyway, oh good. Anyway, you guys, so we have the abandonment wound workshop that is on April 26th from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. So we're doing the second abandonment wound. Thank you for being patient. Like, trying to get this video out to you guys, and the link and all this stuff has been a lot, but I am doing it. I'm learning. This is what I say, making mistakes, failing hard. I've never released a digital product like this, so I'm learning. I have someone I'm working with and that's helping me, and I'm doing it as I go, and it's going to get more seamless and it's going to get easier as I continue learning. But I have a learning curve when it comes to stuff, when it comes to certain things with technology, and I can admit that within myself, but it's not going to stop me. I'm just going to reinvest some of my money and hire someone to help me. That's what I'm going to start doing, and I got to do it. I got to reinvest my money and say, hey, you're good at this. I'm not. And I can identify some of the things that I just don't even have a joy in. I don't like these certain things. Editing and all that stuff is boring as fuck to me. But so I'm going to just know where I'm at. Okay? Thank you. Thank you. So we have the Abandonment Wound Workshop on April 26th in the morning. And then later that night, if you're in the Tampa Bay area, I am doing an in-person sound healing. It's not going to be just the bowls. It's going to be a full experience with all the instruments that I have, and some humming and oming at the end. I'm going to challenge you to use your voice at the end of the sound healing to add to the sound, because you are also a vibration. So I'm going to help some of those throat chakras get open. We are going to do a lot of root. We're going to do a full chakra alignment. So we're going to start at the root and work all the way up, and then I'm going to work it down. It's going to be one of the longest sound healings that I've done, and I know one of the most nourishing, because the more that I heal myself, the more that I have capacity to help others. And so doing this sound healing at where I'm at in my journey now, I just have so much capacity. I have so much capacity to hold the space. Give me all the tears. Give me all the juiciness. Give me all the anger. Give me all the feelings that come up. I'm ready to hold you. I'm excited. I want all of it. Okay? And this is why it's so crucial for me to stay on my stuff. And I want to. I've used them, but I don't have my own, but I love the tuning forks. That's why it's so crucial for me to keep doing my healing and keep going into these depths within myself so I can hold you at a deeper level. You see? That's what makes me good at my job, is the way that I continue healing myself. Okay? What makes me good at my job is the ways that I continue healing myself. I'm learning on me. I'm my biggest client. I'm my longest client. But I can't give you guys the depth without being honest about my own shit. You see? I can't hide, but also have this depth. It doesn't go together. Okay? It doesn't go together. It don't go together. Hey, and yes, ancestral, I am very much supported. My dad is one of my biggest spirit guides, and his energy is within me, and I feel so strong. And some of the stuff that I know, I'm like, how do I know this? And it's because it's always been in me. It's sacred. It's sacred wisdom that has always been within me, and I just needed to activate it, because I haven't read any psychology books. I haven't read anything about counseling. I haven't read anything about anything. I really haven't. I'm being dead ass. That's why when people ask me, what are your certifications and what are your qualifications? My experiences, and you either feel it from me or you don't, and I don't have to convince you. I don't want to. I don't want to have to convince you on why you should work with me. I want you to feel it from your gut. And a lot of you guys do feel it from your gut when you choose to book with me. It's not because, I have all these list of papers. No, it's because you feel something from me. You don't give a damn about all these, she has this certification. No, I feel something from her. I feel something from her, and I feel like she knows me, and I feel like she can see me, and I feel like she can really help me, because she's speaking to me in the darkness, but I'm witnessing her light. I can see that she's made it through the other side, because she wouldn't know how to speak to this depth without experiencing this shit. This is not something that you read in a fucking book. You can't read this. No, I felt it. This is what I felt. I've lived it. I've lived it. That's why I'm not speaking from something that I've read in a book. That's why it was never my path to go that way. And this is why I have complete confidence when someone is saying, hey, I need to see this. Well, I don't have it for you to see. And it's okay if you need to go with somebody who has the certification. I just want you to get help, whether it was with me or nothing. There's so much for everybody. I'm so abundant. You not wanting to book with me is okay. There's so much. I'm overloaded sometimes, actually. That's how much abundance there is. Ooh, whoa, it's a lot. I'm very abundant. Ooh. So as long as you get the help, get it with whatever makes you feel comfortable. And if that's not me, you shouldn't book with me. You need to feel comfortable with the person that you choose. You need to feel comfortable to open up. And also a lot of people book with me because I'm not about that BS. And you know that. I'm going to love you. Oh my gosh. I'm going to pour the love into you. I literally, my sessions are unlike any coaching session I've ever been in. I'm going to pour that love. I'm going to hype you up. You're going to leave this call knowing who the fuck, you're going to know what I see. I'm going to pour into you, but I'm also going to call you on your BS. I'm also going to say, hey, this is where you're shrinking. You're shrinking right here. This is the shrinkage. This you're not seeing your potential, baby. Okay? Nope, this is a lie. This is a lie. Okay? I'm going to do a lie alert. I'm not going to let you sit here and lie to me. I've spent so many years lying to myself. I'm damn sure not going to spend another hour and let you pay me to lie and act like I don't know that you're lying or trying to put on. No. You're trying to tell me what you want to hear. No. You didn't do the homework because I can tell that you didn't. So stop fronting. Just be honest. You're not going to get in trouble. This is for you. This is for you. It's not for me. I've done it. I've used the tools. I know it works. This is your own resistance. I'm going to plant these seeds because you may not use the tools right now. It may take you a couple months to use the tools, but you will get so desperate that you start to use these fucking tools because you're going to say, nothing's working no more. Let me just start. Nothing's working no more. Nothing's working no more. Okay, fine. Shit. Num yada ain't gonna kill. Num yada. Fuck. Okay. I can't do it no more. You will. You will. You will get to the point where you say, let me see what the fuck was she talking about with that damn breath work. Let me go and put this tape on. Goddamn. Let me go ahead and put this goddamn tape on, okay? Because she told me a few months ago to do that breath work, and I said, oh, whatever, it don't feel like nothing. And now I need some breath. It's kicking my ass. Let me go ahead and do that breath work. Yeah. Let me put on the tape that she sent me. Let me find that email. Where that email at? Let me do that video journal. Yeah, I am stunted. Goddamn. Let me go ahead and do that video journal. Let me turn it on. Yeah, let me write it out. Where's the journal? Let me meet my inner child by the tree. Like she told me to do. Let me do that meditation with the inner child. Because, yes, we need to meet up. Yeah, we hurt. Yes. This is what happens. You will get tired of it. Yes, let me go ahead and meet up with the inner child. I am stunted. I am suppressed. I am breaking my own heart. This awareness is what? Kicking my ass. This awareness is what? Kicking my ass. Yes. When you start recognizing that your lack of boundaries is the reason why your heart is breaking every day, it's not them, it's you, that shit kicks your ass. Hey, when you recognize that the reason why you're not making the money that you want to make is because you don't believe that you're worthy of making it, that shit kicks your ass, bitch. I said, that shit kicks your ass. When you keep going back to that same toxic partner because you have a deep-rooted belief that you can only be loved by someone at this low frequency because really you're at a low frequency, that shit kicks your ass, man. That shit kicks your ass. Damn, I didn't need to know all this. Golly. Why you telling me everything? You just telling me all the stuff. Ooh, it hurts. I didn't like when you told me. And some people literally, they get triggered by your truth. You say something, you drop something, and people are just like, oh, no. No, I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear that I'm contributing to it. I don't want to hear that I made it, that wasn't a good decision. I want you to keep lying to me. Because now that you're making it me, that means that the person who has to change is me, and I can no longer point fingers. And I like pointing fingers because it gives me excuses to not do the work, because it's everyone else why I'm not where I want to be. It's daddy's fault that I'm not where I want to be. It's mama's fault that I'm not where I want to be. It's everybody else's. So if they would change everything, then I could change. But the thing is that it seems like it's been 70 years and they're still not changing. So is it going to be another 40 years of me talking about how they should change while also not changing and then feeling justified in that shit? You're projecting, babe. You're projecting. But I love you and I understand why you're doing it. I love you and I understand why you're doing it. It's hard to look at yourself, especially when you haven't had the example of people looking at themselves around you. You don't know that it doesn't have to be a painful thing because you've seen people trying to get away from it for so long. Then there must be something. I mean, you've been avoiding accountability. So what the fuck? What's over there? Dad, you've been avoiding this shit. You went to your grave avoiding accountability. God damn, I'm scared. There must be something over there because you are making it seem fucking scary. You're making it seem scary as fuck to take accountability. So I don't want to do it either. Are you sure? What's going to happen? Because Dad went to great lengths. Dad created an alternate universe to not have to take accountability. So there must be something scary as fuck over there. That's the idea. That's the messaging that our parents get when they can't just fucking own it. What the fuck is going to happen? Just own the shit. God damn. It's very obvious. Everybody's telling you. Own it. Why are you trying to make up something? What is that? It's black. 1 + 1, 2. It's some of the shit is not like it's not gray. It's like you literally did this and this is what caused this. Just own it. I still love you. What's for dinner? You literally, because you didn't show up here, this led to this. 1 + 1 is 2. Okay, so what's for dinner? I love you. This whole illusion is crazy. I don't want to be in this reality with you anymore. This reality is wild. I can't do this no more. This is crazy. Okay? You can have whatever truth you have, but I have mine. Okay. Shit. And maybe they'll never coincide together. Maybe we'll never bridge the gap. But I refuse to be gaslit the rest of my life. I refuse to let this shit get to me. I'm over it. Okay? Okay. I love this. It's just like, you guys just like, I'm just navigating my thoughts and you guys are just here. This is what I'm saying. This is why I love this. This is just my own video journal. You see what I'm saying? This is just my own video journal. This is why I tell you guys to do the video journals, because the shit works. You don't got to do it in front of hundreds of people like I do, but just doing it for yourself. It's just a video journal. You're just making sense of it. You need to get it out. A lot of you guys are verbal processors, even though you're avoidant and don't like to talk. Yes, you do. Especially my anxious babies. You be monopolizing the conversation all damn day. Okay? Damn, people can't even get nothing in. All right? Always talking and monopolizing the conversation. Okay? Because you have never been heard. You want to be heard. And so you talk a lot. This is why anxious attachments need to get podcasts. Okay? We can't be up here. This is why you need to start your live. That's why I tell you guys to do this shit. For everybody's sake. Not everybody got 10 hours to hear you. That's why you need to go on live and let people show up when they want to. That's why I did it. I said, I know I'm holding people hostage. I don't want to do what my dad did. My dad used to hold us hostage, bitch. Okay? We'd be sitting here like, God, it's been 4 hours. I can't even get. And I saw myself, and I started feeling insecure. I started feeling myself being like that because I just had so much shit to get off my chest. And so I said, Kristen, you can't be holding hostage. You're getting insecure because like, goddamn, let some people die. Can we get it? No, I just need to talk. I don't want you saying nothing. I just want to hear me talk. Maybe this the Leo moon in me. So I need my own podcast, bitch. Bye. And so I made my own, and then people can listen to me when they want, and I didn't feel interrupted, and it was so fucking healing. This is why I give you guys this homework. This is why I tell you to go on social media and do it and start putting yourself out there. There's a reason why I don't just want you to be like me. I don't just want you to be like me. I want you to expose yourself so you can get over this bullshit fear. I want you to start getting it going so you can understand that you do have a niche and you do have a thing. You're so fucking suppressed. That's why I tell you to do the things. I'm not telling you to do it because, no, you just want to embarrass me. No, I don't. I want you to see that you're dope. I want you to see that what you have to say is beneficial. I want you to realize that you're going to have your own collective of people that understand you. Your soul tribe. That's what you guys are to me. Okay? You guys are my soul tribe. But you also have your individual collectives independent of this one. There's tons of different collectives. Okay? So now you take what you're learning, you take this resonance that you're feeling, and you take this encouragement and this inspiration and you go fucking pay it forward. That's the best way that you can thank me. Go heal. Go do it and go share it. That's the best way that you can thank me. Is go do it. Go live your life. Go get into alignment with what the hell you're supposed to be doing and leave all this other bullshit behind. Stop pretending that you're mediocre when you know damn well you're not. Stop pretending. Be real. Use your energy for you sometimes. Damn. Reel it in. And sort the shit out. Start dancing again. Start coloring again. Start drawing again. Start playing your music. Start writing poetry. Start writing those lyrics. Bring out the guitar. Go get a drum set. Stop spending your money on these escapes. And get the shit that you need to heal. You know what it was. You found it in childhood and then you threw it away. Your art. Your creativity. Your self-expression. Go take a ballet class. Go get the music. Go get your DJ equipment. Stop being this boring ass person that you used to be. This shell of a person. It's your music that gives you the depth. It's your art that gives you that. Come on, that's where the swag is. Your art. Not this boring ass shit that you've been doing. I don't even know what you've been doing, but I know it's boring as fuck. I don't even know what you're doing, but I know it's boring. Okay, start cooking again. Your recipes, the way that you used to be able to make something out of nothing. That's crazy how talented you used to be in the kitchen. Now you're just over here eating these frozen dinners. You know damn well you can cook better than that. Okay? Get out in nature. When's the last time you went to the park and swung on a swing? When's the last time you slid down a slide? Why did you stop doing it? When's the last time you did a cartwheel? Go fucking do one. You're boring. You've become dull. Rigid. Controlling. Anxiety. You used to meet people like nothing. What the fuck do you mean you have social anxiety? You used to walk up to people and say, hi, I love doing that. Can I do it with you? That's still you. What do you mean? That's before your confidence was stripped away. That's before you became aware that you were different. That's before that awareness started to scare your ass. Oh, I am different, because you didn't have people that celebrated the fact that you were different. You didn't have people that kept saying, no, don't shy away. We love this about you. You had people that also said condition. You had people around you that also said conform. You had people that did not celebrate or understand your uniqueness and the way that your brain works, because you're undiagnosed on the spectrum and ADHD, that they didn't understand that this energy is not just because I want to be fucking annoying. It's because I don't know where to put it. I need to be creating. I need to be in a music class. I need to be playing piano all the time. I don't care about this other stuff. And you need to accept that shit about me, that I don't care and I'm worthy of love, just regardless of the fact that math is not my favorite fucking subject. What about how I'm taking to music? Why don't you see that I can play by ear? Why is that overlooked? That's gifted too. I can play by ear. Why is that being overlooked? You see? I hope that I'm reminding you of some of these gifts. I hope that hope that we're waking up that inner child, because that's who I'm talking to right now. I'm talking to the inner child right now. Okay? A lot of you guys just went right to plan B and you didn't even try plan A. And now you're coming right back home to plan A. You're coming right back home to where you left off before that inner child became hardened, before that inner child became dead inside of you. You're picking up right where you left off. That's it. So go get the guitar, go get the drums, go get your sketch pad, go get some canvases. Oh, I love that. Go get that thing, go hang from a tree, go book that trip. Go do it. What are you waiting for? Go explore the world. Go do it. This is the time. This is the time. Save that money from the bar every weekend and get yourself that one-way plane ticket. Leave this shit behind. Save up money. Come up with a plan for this job. You can't stand this job. You know you can't do it forever. So now every single bit of extra money I'm going to put into the savings. Every single bit. No more drinking. I'm getting myself together. I'm going to start preparing because it's my goal to climb Machu Picchu. And I can't do it not feeling good and not taking care of my body. You know what? Fuck this. I'm done. This is what I need you to say. I'm going to start going to the gym. I'm going to start eating better. I'm going to start saving my money from eating out and eating all these things because this matters to me. And I'm done coping with all these low vibrational things. I'm ready to take my life back. I'm ready to reclaim my power. And I'm ready to let this little girl, little child, whoever is inside of you, see the world because she's always wanted to see the world. And I am the only one that can make that happen. For her, for him, for them. I'm the only one that can make that happen. I'm the only one that can believe in it, believe in her enough. I'm the only one that can see value in her dreams enough. I'm the only one that can care enough. Okay? All right. I'm getting ready to go to the gym, go pour back into myself, go take care of myself. I'm making up my Ramadan days, so I'm not going to eat until nighttime tonight, which is good because I allowed myself to have some snacks and have some things and processed foods because I'm still having a human experience. But now I let myself do that, felt good, no shame, it was delicious, and now we get back on track because I'm not about perfection, I'm about balance. I'm about balance. There's some things that I know are low vibrational that I'm going to choose to eat because I enjoy it. But also, I know that 100% of my diet cannot be processed. Hi, Rachel. So I'm going to allow myself to have those cheesecakes. I'm going to allow myself to have the things that my human spirit loves. And then I'm going to detox. I'm going to get back on track. I'm going to make sure that the majority of my days, I am honoring my body. Not because I want to look a certain way. Not because of that. That's part of it. But because I love myself. And if I love myself, then I'm going to treat myself with respect. And eating those chemicals and eating that 100% of the time and not moving does not feel respectful to me anymore. That doesn't feel respectful. And so if I can motivate other people to do it, then I deserve to do it myself. And so it feels good to have that control and say, this week we will be going to the gym, we will be walking, we will be fasting, we will be reconnecting. I allowed myself to have the foods and it felt good. But I know ultimately I feel much better when I am taking care of myself consciously. When I'm being intuitive about my eating and when I'm giving my organs a break. That made me feel amazing. I don't need caffeine. I have natural caffeine. Look at all this energy that I have. Get out of here. Okay? It's okay. Here's what it looks like. Here's the book and the journal. I will be getting the shipment either today or tomorrow for TikTok shop. So if you don't want to shop on Amazon, I support you. And I'll be selling it this week. This week I'll be getting them all loaded. I'm so excited. I haven't had TikTok shopping forever. So here's the book, Uncomfortable Truths, a book for breakthroughs. Uncomfortable Truths, a journal for breakthroughs. I've been getting some feedback that the book is making people uncomfortable, causing some anxiety. And I said, good. 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 I said, good. You've been comfortable for too long. I said, good. I'm glad. It's doing its job. You're welcome. Yep. It's good. Sit with it. Thank you. Let's pull a few pages before I go. Let's see. Okay, Spirit, what do we need to hear? What do we need to hear? What do they need to hear? What do I need to hear? What do they need to hear? What is it? What is it? What is it? You guys, come on. Page 68. Page 68. At some point, you have to get tired of hearing yourself talk about what you're going to do and actually do it. This is called embodiment. You know, it's things like this. It's things like this. What were we just talking about? If you've been here, what were we just talking about? That's what I'm saying. It's not a coincidence. All the damn pages, I just turned to the page that just confirmed what we were talking about, that you have to get tired of your shit. You got to get tired of talking about it. You see? We're magical. We really are. We're so in tune. You just have to, you've always been in tune. You just unplugged for a little bit and then plugged into the matrix. You were like, listen, I can't make it with being myself. I can't make it with being who I truly am. So let me just be like everybody else and see how it works out. Everybody else seems to have the house and the 2.5 kids. And then you recognize, damn, these people who have it all are really fucking miserable. Not all of them, but a lot of them are living a lie. A lot of them talk shit about their significant other all day and just think that this is normal. A lot of them are like literally berating their kid. They're drunk. They're drinking alcohol at 10 in the morning and this is all being normalized and I can see it now. Well, that's how we act. It's like we start seeing shit real different. A lot of things that we normalize, we're like, no, this is actually, we're normalizing a lot of toxic ass behaviors in our society. We're normalizing toxic, all this shit. Like, what? You haven't even gotten to, you're not even, you're literally 1 minute from the divorce and you're already on Hinge. You don't think like you need some, well, no, we've been separated for so long while we were in it. It just feels like I've already been gone. If I could have $1 for everybody who is separated that has said that. Yeah, we've been disconnected for so long. Like, you know, even though it's just a paper at this point. No, it's not. No, you need to feel this shit. It's still some sense of security. It's still not finalized. There's still some hope. There's still something. There is. Nah, no. You need to feel it. You need to be on your actual own. No. That's, if I had $1 for everybody who says that. It's not fucking true. It's still the codependency. Just saying. At some point, you have to get tired of hearing yourself talk about what you're going to do and actually do it. This is called embodiment. Let's look at one more. It is tricky. Yeah, and I know our brain experiences breakups the same way as death, and so it makes sense. You can't control that death, right? You can't control if someone's dying, they're actually dying. You can't control it. But if I can control the feelings that this is going to make me feel, I know that when I finally fully disconnect, I know that when we finally sign those papers, I know that there's going to be a grieving period that I've been trying to avoid this whole time, which is why I've been separated from you for 10, 15 years. It's because there's that real detachment that scares me. It's that real detachment, like this is for real. I'm out here on my own. And even though this person has not been meeting a lot of needs, it wasn't all bad. You know, I wouldn't have initially been with the person if I didn't see the beauty. It's just, unfortunately, not everyone can live up to this potential of what we project in our heads, of who we think they can be. We don't get to decide that they are their best self in this lifetime. We don't get to decide who steps into their fullest potential in this lifetime. But the person that you can decide for is you, which is who you keep avoiding by pouring so much of your energy waiting for somebody else to. I didn't know it was going to come out like that. Damn, spirit just be dropping these things like, gosh, who is that for? These downloads be coming. I don't even know where they be coming from. Like, what? I don't even know where they be coming from. They just hit me. I say, God, spirit, you're just so direct. But this is where I get my content from. If you guys are wondering, wow, your videos are just this. It's just me being in that flow, and it's just spirit being direct. I'm just the messenger. It's not me. It's spirit. I don't know you. I don't know you. I've never met you. I haven't met you before. I don't know anything about your story. You've never told me about these situations. I didn't know. How would I possibly know? These are your spiritual gifts that you keep denying. What you feel in me, you have access to. You just don't believe. You used to when you were little. And now you're just, that's what I'm saying. You can't get past this without bringing out your inner child, and your inner child's pissed. So they're not going to give you access back to the magic again until you honor their feelings and you make them trust you again. Because some of your inner children don't trust you. And they have some pain and they're upset because, damn, you've really overlooked me, us. You've really put us on the back burner all these years, and I don't fucking trust you. Here we go. Here's another person that you're bringing in. It's the same way when you know mom needs to stay her ass alone. When mom finally gets rid of that toxic boyfriend and you're so excited, yes, it's going to be me and mom. She finally gets to focus on me, a priority. And then 5 days later, she's bringing in another fucking guy in the house. And because you're so intuitive as a little child, you can tell he ain't about shit. You see the facial expressions that he makes when she turns her head. You see the way that he rolls his eyes whenever your mom leaves the room. And you also see the way that he looks at you. You see it all. You just don't feel brave enough to speak about it. So you internalize it. You're really tapped in. You've been conditioned to observe so many people and see things that a lot of people don't see. You're a seer. That is your spiritual gift. But you've been so disconnected from it because of your reality being constantly denied. That's what the brainwashing is that I'm talking about. And look, when I split the deck, what do you hear? When I split the deck, look at it. Look. Can't make this shit up. Your inner child holds the keys to your purpose. Your inner child holds the keys to your pain. And your pain lies in your purpose lies in your pain. So if you keep avoiding your pain, you're ultimately avoiding your purpose, which is what you keep trying to find. This is why the inner child in the business card split the deck. Your inner child is going to be a big key factor in your business. Because you're doing things that you love. You're doing things that you love. You don't want to do things that you don't like, and you're starting to change those beliefs that you have to do something that you don't care about in order to make money. I'm proof that you don't. So whatever, if you had this idea, this belief that you can't make money using your art, selling your art, I'm here to tell you that that's a fucking lie. Now what? Now what's the next excuse that you're going to fixate on that's going to keep you small? What's the next reason why you can't do it that you're going to fixate on? I already know. We'll keep going down the list until you have there's nothing else in the room but you. We'll keep going down the list until the only thing that's in the room is you. And then you'll say, damn, I'm the biggest block. I'm my biggest hurdle. And that's the moment that things change. And I'm so excited for those moments. That's what I keep waiting for. I'm like, come on, do it so you can feel this. I don't like it. I want you to be up here with me. I don't want to just be up here gatekeeping and making all the money and doing all the things by myself. This is why I show up, because what is this? Not fun with me just eating by myself. I want you to eat with me, and not because I have to give to you. I will, but I want you to learn how to make it yourself. What is that? Teach a man to fish? I don't want to I'll give you the fish. I'll give you the fish because it's abundant. I have a lot to give. But what would happen if I could teach you to make your own, to get your own fish? That would be more valuable for you, right? And then that way you could just kind of do what you need to do and you don't have to ask. We don't always want to have to ask. We want to be able to give. It's not about it. So if I teach you how to fish, then you can give to other people and then you teach them and then it's a ripple effect. Isn't that awesome? Not only am I so abundant that I have it to give you, but what I'm also going to give you is the tools on how I got to this place to be able to give to you in the first place so that you can give to others, because I know I can't do it all on my own. I'm not an infinite source of energy, so I need everyone else around me to step into that energy as well so we can do it together, because I can't do it all on my own. It's too much. There's too much darkness. There's too much pain in the world. This is why I need you to step in. That's why I'm so pushy. And your spirit guides are like, come on, man. Because if you're not living in your truth, you're part of the problem. You think that every day it's a case of the Mondays. You think that's good energy, or is that like inspiring energy that you're giving off? It's Monday. I fucking hate Monday. I hate Monday. No, do you think that that's inspiring for people? You're part of the problem, babe. I'm not saying it to be mean. I'm just being real. If you're not happy in your truth, you're part of the problem. Because the energy that you're giving off is low vibrational because you're not happy. And we all feel it as a collective. Your energy matters. Did you know that? It's bigger than you. It's bigger than you, baby. It's bigger than you. All right, let's pull a few cards and then I'm going to dip out. I'm so glad we made it through without getting reprimanded. I'm so glad we made it through without getting disconnected. I'm so glad we made it through without getting a warning. I'm so glad we made it through without getting restricted. I'm so glad we made it through without being in trouble. Oh, God. Thank you. Oh, Okay. Once you can get through the restriction, it's in your mind, okay? It's all in your mind. The jail cell is in your mind. It's in your mind, but you have the key, and that's what I'm trying to show you, is that you feel like you're in a prison right now. You feel like you're in a prison, but it's mental. And it's impacting your external environment, which is why the money's not flowing, which is why you're constantly in lack. This is why the relationships, everything's suffering, because you have these limited beliefs and ideas. You have a deep-rooted belief that you're not meant to live abundantly. You have an addiction to suffering. You have an addiction to being in survival mode, so that you continue to make decisions that keep you in survival mode, because that's the familiarity that you grew up in. You grew up with parents always suffering from money. You grew up with parents always involving you in the shit and the fucking burden of the money. So now you feel burden of the money. And so you're doing things that your parents did to just make ends meet instead of doing something different to thrive. You're following the same model that kept your parents small. And so this is why it's like, yo, do something different. The restriction is that you keep following a paradigm that did not work. You keep following a paradigm. So now you've done the 9 to 5 and you see it doesn't work. Not because you can't make a living and you can't just stay just right on the coast, but you don't want to just be always surviving. You're always one paycheck away from being broke again. You're always one season away from not getting enough of this to going right back. You don't want to be there. I don't want to always be one paycheck away or one mental health crisis away from fucking losing my job. Or even if you already are doing your small business, if you don't work, you don't get paid, right? You're tired of living that way. Even as an entrepreneur, these mindsets follow us to where it's like, I can't even get sick. I can't even have a parent pass away. And then I know if I don't work, no. So we got to work smarter. We got to create passive income. We got to write the book. We got to do things that create money even when we're not showing up. Because we can recognize that it's not conducive to my health to always feel like I have to show up and be on all the time. So how can I create something behind the scenes that allows me to rest when I can't do it all the time? That's why I had to finally do that. Passive income. You see? It's the mindset, these restrictions. So I had a mindset that no one's going to buy my book. No one's going to care. It's going to fail. No. Okay, well then that's true. So if you believe that, then don't even write the shit. And so you'll guarantee that you'll be a self-fulfilling prophecy. Because if you never write your book or publish it, then yeah, no one's ever gonna read it. So I can control the results. I can control the results, and that makes me feel good. I can control it. Well, I never technically put it out, so I never technically was rejected. Well, no, you just rejected yourself by not doing it. You're the biggest rejection is yourself. You're not fooling anybody. You're not fooling nobody. I know why you're doing it. Because I know why I did it. Okay? So the restriction is in your mind. So once you can get through this, if we can't get through this is the first step. So we got to reprogram this. You're not going to be able to get to the CEO of your own company if you don't fucking believe that you deserve that shit. Bitch, it all starts in the mind. Okay? This is why the most delusional people that you feel like, what the fuck? How did they make it this much? Because they were willing to fail and they had a dream and there was no other option, bitch. There was no other option. So they were delusional. This has to work. This is why you guys always think I'm making the joke. But if it came to the point where they said, Kristen, you got to go back to her 9 to 5 or sell those feet. Here you go, bitch. $10, how many toes do you want? I said, $10, how many toes do you want? I'm dead ass. I haven't been in that position yet, but if it came down to it, I'm going to keep this time and this schedule. I'm not going to be on someone else's schedule. So if that means I got to do this, I'm going to do it. You going to get them. Okay? What do you want it? And chocolate? Okay. So no more restrictions. You are going to be led to victory. Here it is. Here's the full picture. When you let go of the restrictions, you can then enjoy the victories of life. But right now you're feeling so defeated, not because you're not good enough, not because you can't do it, but because you don't believe. That is your biggest downfall right now, is the fact that you don't believe in yourself. That is fucking everything up right now. And it's delaying a lot of stuff. I know they say that, things happen exactly at the time it happens, and it does. Some people take a short time to figure this shit out, and some people don't. It takes the time it takes. But I think some things are delayed more than they have to be. I do. I think that it's like the writing's been on the wall for a long time. But if you need 10 years to finally get so sick of your situation, then you need 10 years. My content will be on here for a long time. I don't know if I'll still be. I may have evolved into something else. But my content will still be here to continue motivating you until you do it. I don't know if you'll get the live version of me because I'm going to be running a company, a Fortune 500 company, and from a place of about the people. I'm changing it. Conscious corporations. It's a big vision. You'll see. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some time. But it's a big vision. But anyway, I love you guys. I'm going to get ready for the gym. I hope that this was whatever you needed in this moment. It was very juicy for me. It was very much in alignment for me. It felt really good. It felt really satiating. And this is how I know that the work that I'm doing is good, because I feel full. I don't feel drained. But I have so much energy that now I got to get rid of it and balance it a little bit at the gym, because it's like, whoo, all this energy that I just took in and channeled. What do I do with it? So now I'm going to go to the gym and use this shit to have a badass fucking workout and give back to myself and use this energy to get me through the day, because I'm fasting. So you see? Ooh, I feel good. I don't have to worry about food because I'm filled with light, baby. I don't need no food right now. I am filled up with light. Did you know that you can fill up with light and not be as hungry? Did you know that? You can. It's true. But they're going to tell you it's crazy. You're crazy. But it's not. You'll see. If you haven't felt it already, you will. And then you'll just be a believer. You have to experience it. You can't just take my word for it. I'm just giving you the tools to get to this, okay? And I'm going to keep pushing you because I know that it takes the work in order for you to feel this shit. It's not always pretty. That's why I'm here to say you're not alone, and I'm going to hold your hand, and I'm going to be here for you in these times of darkness, just to always be, hey, don't forget the light over here. Don't forget, I'm right here. What you see in me is also a reflection of you. I know you think that you can't handle it, but you wouldn't be being put through this if you couldn't. And I'm here to remind you of how amazing you are. And I'm here to remind you to speak your truth. And I'm here to remind you that you can validate yourself. You don't need dad to say, I'm sorry. You can just say, I'm sorry to yourself. I know you don't think it's going to feel as good, but I'm trying to tell you, it does. Feels better. It feels better to be able to validate yourself and not need anyone. I'm trying to tell you, it feels better. It feels better than any validation. The validation that you've been seeking, that shit has been kicking your ass, kicking your ass, kicking your ass, kicking your ass. You've been feeling less validated with the shit. I'm trying to tell you, you feel less validated. You've been looking for the validation and feeling less validated at the end of the day. What kind of bullshit is that? I got into this relationship to feel validated, and now I feel like this is how I feel at the end of the relationship. This is how we look. If it was a visual representation of how some of y'all look at the end of these goddamn relationships. This is how you look. Shit, damn, god damn. What was? No, that don't seem validated. That seem, you just seem, you came out, some of y'all come out these relationships looking, damn, what happened to you? You got a haircut? No, bitch, the hair fell out because I was so stressed. Yeah. Did you lose weight? Yeah, I did, because I became addicted to, yeah, that was me. I'm talking to me, bitch. I'm not talking about none of y'all. I'm talking to me. Gosh, what happened to your glow? Ain't no glow, bitch. Used all my light trying to prove my worth. You need some proving? Do you want to? That's how you are, like little crap. Just come. Who can I hype up today, baby? Just sit down. Who can I prove my worth, baby? Just sit down. You need to rest, bitch. You ain't got nothing to give. You look crazy. Sit down, bitch. I see you. I see you. That's how you look. Still trying to give, and I see you. You can do it, bitch. You can do it, bitch. I see you, bitch. Bitch, lay down, okay? You look crazy as fuck. Please lay down and take a nap, bitch. That's how some of y'all, if I could do a representation of what the fuck y'all look like, that's what it look like. Woo! I'm glad we can laugh. I gotta get the fuck out of here. Okay, you see, this is what you look like. Oh god, bitch, the cup is bone dry, bitch. Ain't no, not even a drop was coming out. Dust came out that bitch. I went over and said, let me see what's going on with the cup. God, the cup is burned at the bottom. Dust, bitch. Where are you getting this from? This is literally God himself is carrying you right now. And okay, he's got other things. Goddamn. Thank you. We need you to sleep. Jesus did take the wheel a long time ago, because definitely you had no strength. Okay. I need this to be a believer. The fact that you made it out this bitch is enough for you to become a believer. So if you didn't believe before this bitch, you should believe now. Because how the fuck did you make it out of this? God damn. This is by the grace of God. I need you to be a believer. Go ahead and believe. Because that was the only thing that got you out of this goddamn relationship. Okay? Okay. Okay. Thank you. Because it definitely wasn't your strength. It was. It was. You're resilient as fuck. But it was God too. All right. I love you guys. I will see you on Wednesday. Oh, man. The spiritual comedy is coming. All right. You see? It's coming. The spiritual comedy is coming. It's here, bitch. This is what happens when you just stop giving.